Alright, welcome friends. We're going to show how to take clippings from a Tradescantia Nanook plant. It's also known as the Tradescantia Pink Nanook. And we're going to take some cuttings here. I've got to speak up a little bit on this video. I do apologize. I'm at the grow bench. I'm in between two growing tanks, and then I've got the furnace that's within an arm's reach away. So I do apologize for that. I'll try to speak up and speak clearly for you guys. But welcome in. What we have here today is a, again, pink Nanook house plant, Tradescantia Nanook. This one is super dry. I wanted to show and demonstrate that. We'll talk about that a little bit. And then we've got a starter plant here. Look at the pretty colors on this. It's just amazing. Definitely different than your typical greenhouse plant. Very beautiful, and it's very easy to grow. I'm going to show you a couple tricks here today on how to grow these. And they do get long and lanky, but you've got to cut them back, which makes them bush. We want them to bush out and look real pretty. So I'll show you guys how to do that. And we're going to repot one with cuttings, and we're going to show you what it looks like afterwards. Now, you can see the brown tips on this, and it's just due to lack of water. I'm going to pull this out right now, actually. I'm going to show you guys. Look at how dry this is. And for those of you who are waiting on your plants, it's really cold right now. We've put a 10-day hold on shipping plants right now because of the 0-degree temperatures that we're going to be experiencing here in the next couple days. Being February, it's just really cold. But look how dry that plant is. I don't know if you can see that real well. The Nanook, it's really a succulent. So if you guys are busy, you travel a lot, you've got busy lives, everybody just seems to be more busy these days, it's a great plant for you if you don't have the green thumb and you just want something that's easy maintenance, low maintenance. This is the plant. It's beautiful, and as you can see, it's super dry. But look at those leaves. A couple brown spots here and there, but it just needs some water. So I'm going to use this plant. We're going to take some cuttings here and go from there. So you guys probably saw the thumbnail, hooked you, brought you in, and we're going to show you how to make this plant great again. And the key is you want to have a planter or something that you're going to put in a container with a lot of holes for drainage. You don't want water sitting in here. And the key is to when you want to water your Tradescantia is when it's the top part is dry, the top of the soil is dry, we want to water it at that point. But let it dry out. It doesn't need to be super wet all the time. These leaves have a real pink color underneath. Now when you start to water this actually will get darker. The colors will actually change a little bit. It actually gets to be like a dark purple color. But right now it's got that pretty bright pink. Alright, so we're going to fill up our pot here. Potting mix, I'm going to get asked, I know. Potting mix, Miracle Grow makes a great potting mix that you can use for houseplants. You can find that almost anywhere. Let me fill this up. There we go. Alright, so the key is, I'm going to show you a couple things. I'm going to show you where the node is on this house plant here. And you just take a regular pair of scissors. And we're going to cut right below that, if you can see that. This is the node. We want to cut right below it. We're going to take our first cutting right here. And what I do is I just go down the line. So this, remove it. That stem part can be removed. Again, right below the node, cut. Remove. Cut. Okay, so let's bring these to the forefront here, what we've got. So we've got a small clipping here. We're going to just put it right into the pot, and we're going to do that all the way around the pot. As many as you want. Fill it up Okay, and we're going to keep going. Again, right below that node, cut. Right below that node, cut. And we'll take a couple more. This extra part here, get rid of it. Cut right below the node. Okay. So once you filled this pot up, make sure the node's getting below the soil line. Right, that looks a lot better, right? Sure does. So I would say that's perfect. So what you're going to do is just give it a little bit of water. You don't have to soak it. At this point, we're just going to give it a little bit of water. I didn't have any water handy, so just took it out of this little basin over here. All right, a little bit of water, and in about 2 weeks, this plant is going to start growing roots. All right, sometimes it's a little quicker, sometimes it's a little bit slower. It just depends. So once your plant gets long and leggy, and you want it to be bushy like that, this is another way to make a real beautiful pot with the pink nanu. Okay, let me pull over this plant here that I've got here, put it up on the screen. Here's one that's been in pretty cold temperatures. I don't know if I can get the whole thing on the screen, really. I might have to raise this camera up. And we've taken clippings off of it. You can see all the little deadheads here where we've taken clippings off of it. But it was a full plant, and it does not mind. You can just keep clipping this thing, clipping it, clipping and planting, clipping and planting. Go. This one could be clipped right here. That node cut off, and now you've got a nice plant. Simple, super simple, super easy to grow. If you guys need more growing instructions, maybe want to know fertilizer, we get a lot of questions on this houseplant. It's beautiful, it's easy to maintain, really good for the busy professional, or maybe if you don't have the greenest thumb. It's a great plant to grow, easy to care for, doesn't need a whole lot of TLC. Well, we've got a blog post on our blog, mygardenchannel.com. You can find anything out. It's got all the frequently asked questions on there. You can always hit us up on email if you guys have a question that you don't see on the website. So thanks again for stopping by, guys. We'll see you in the next video.